Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm gonna be sharing with you what I made for my Ramadan freezer prepping. So let's start. So first I made Mahambri. These are the ingredients you'll need: 4 cups of plain flour, 3/4 cup of sugar, 3/4 cup of coconut powder, 1 teaspoon cardamom powder, 4 teaspoon milk powder, 1 tablespoon yeast, and water for kneading. So let's start kneading. First I'll start adding the dry ingredients, all the dry ingredients, and mix it. Then after I mix it, then I'm gonna pour water and start kneading the dough. And once I'm done kneading the dough, I'm gonna put a little bit of oil on top and cover it and let it rise for like an hour or till it rises. And once it has risen, I'm gonna cut my dough into like 4 pieces, but you can cut into 5 pieces. That's the perfect size of Mahambri, but I'm gonna cut mine into 4 pieces so that I get big chunks of Mahambri. Then I'm gonna cover it a little bit. Then once I cover it a little bit, I'm gonna put each bowl of the dough into one bag, the small bags. So I usually do every Ramadan, cut with plain flour, put in the bags, but this time I wanted to try half the dough with the oil. My sister told me to try to do this, so I'm gonna try to do this and see how it comes out. I want to see the difference. So she said put a little bit of oil, then put in the bag and freeze them like this. So when I need it, I take how many doughs I need, maybe 2-3, then I take it out, then I let it defrost, then I cook Mahambri.
Realize that this world will never satisfy my heart, no matter how much I obtain. So my dream for
So now we're making bajiya ya dengu. This is my auntie. She's making this for me. She usually every Ramadan, mashallah, she makes them and brings it for us.
paradise, the home of biggest dreams to see.
So first she's gonna leave this to soak overnight. So the next day she's gonna wash this, like I don't know how many times. She says she washes it a lot till all the black peel comes out.
And I wish to face the prophet and be with him in Jannah. On this side we are just passing by, like a river from the mountain, and never can water turn back to the town. We dream the dream that can never save us from the never take fire. Your worth will never follow you. Relatives won't save you. Only your deeds will do you good or bad. So now is the best time to work for your Jannah. Remember Allah, He will remember. My biggest dreams to see you. See you will be my wish, 'cause no one is like you. I wish to see you.
Now it's all nice and clean. Now she's gonna blend it into a paste.
And I wish to face the prophet.
And this is how it looks like. So this is the container she brought to me. So I'm gonna take this and put into freezer bags. But because I don't want to take lots of space in my freezer, I'm gonna make it flat so that it won't take a lot of space in the freezer. So now I'm making the caterpillar bread. First I'm gonna start making the chicken stuffing. So I boil like 6 chicken breasts. Now I'll be adding the spices, 1 teaspoon of black pepper powder, 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste, 1 teaspoon of Cajun powder, and 2 teaspoons of salt. So I'm gonna let this boil till the water you see is like half of the one I've put. Like this is how it looks like, it's all cooked. So I'm gonna take this out, let it cool down, then shred them. Now I'm gonna cook the shredded chicken. I need 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 large onions chopped, 4 tablespoons plain flour, 2 cups of milk, 2 teaspoons black pepper powder, 2 teaspoons garam masala, and 2 teaspoons of salt, and 1 to 2 green chilies chopped. And this is the shredded chicken. So now first I'm adding the butter into a pan. I'm adding the onion. I'm gonna saute the onion till it's like translucent. Don't make it too brown or brown. Now I'm adding the plain flour. I'm gonna mix it again. Now I'm adding milk little bit by little bit. Now I'm adding the spices and let that cook. Make sure you mix it, you don't stop mixing it, you keep mixing it. Then you add the shredded chicken and mix it. So after 5 minutes, then add the green chilies and the coriander and mix it one more time. Then switch off the heat and let the chicken cool down. Now let's make the caterpillar dough. We'll need 6 cups of flour. Feel free to like half everything. I'm making a big batch. Anyways, here I have 3 teaspoons of instant yeast, 3 tablespoons of melted butter, 6 tablespoons of oil, 3 tablespoons of milk powder, 3 half teaspoons of sugar. I've put like half teaspoon of sugar 3 times, 3 teaspoons of salt, and 1 egg. Here I have a pinch of baking powder too, and lastly I have 2 cups of milk. So let's get kneading. So first I'll be adding the dry ingredients first and mix it properly, then add the wet ingredients and start kneading with the milk. So once I'm done kneading my dough, I'm gonna cover it and let it rise. So once it's risen, I'm gonna take it out and cut into half. Then once I've cut into half, then I've cut into another half. Then I make into a round shaped ball. Once I'm done making a round shaped ball, each ball I'm gonna cut into like 8 pieces or 6 pieces. It depends how big you want your caterpillar to be. Then I'm gonna make them into a round shaped ball again. Now I'm gonna roll the dough into like a circle shape. Now here's my chicken stuffing. Is already cooled down. Now I'm gonna take this rolled dough and put on one side, I put the stuffing, and on the other side I take a knife and I put some slits, then use water as like my glue to apply on the slits, then roll into like a caterpillar shape. Once I was done with all of them, then I put in a tray, put in the freezer. Once it's frozen, then I transfer them into freezer bag. So next we're making meat mince for kima buns and the meat samosas. Since I made a big batch, so I have 8 medium onions, 2 handful of coriander chopped, 2 lemon juice, 2 teaspoon turmeric powder, 2 tablespoon ginger garlic paste, 2 tablespoon garam masala, 2 green chilies. I have 2 kilograms of minced meat. Feel free to have all your ingredients if you want to make a small batch. Now I'm adding lemon juice, green chilies and ginger garlic paste. I'm gonna mix this. Then I'm adding garam masala and salt. So I'm gonna cook this till when you see the water starts to like dry up. Then I'm gonna add half of the onions I've chopped. Then add half of the coriander, mostly the stalks. So once the water has dried up, then I'm adding the rest of the onion, a turmeric powder and teaspoon of black pepper powder, and mix it properly. Now I'm adding the coriander, then I'm gonna switch off the gas. Now let's make the kima buns first. So I'm making a big batch also. 7 cups of plain flour, 2 tablespoons of milk powder, 2 tablespoons of yeast or 2 sachets of yeast, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of butter. I used clover butter, and here I have water for kneading. So first I'm gonna add 2/4 cup of water to the yeast and add sugar to the yeast mixture and let it sit for a bit. Now I'm gonna start kneading. I'm gonna add the dry ingredients first, then I'm gonna add the wet ingredients later. Then I'm gonna knead with water. Once I'm done kneading, I'm gonna apply some oil at the top and cover it and let it rise. Once it has risen, I'm gonna take it out and cut into half and make it into round balls. Then I'm gonna cut this ball dough into another half, and I'm gonna cut like so into like 5 to 6 slices, and each slices make into a round ball. I'm gonna do the same with the rest doughs. Now these small balls, I'm gonna put mince meat in the middle and cover it properly. Once I'm done, I'm gonna put them in the tray and put them in the freezer, and once they're frozen, I'm gonna take them and put them in the freezer bags. Now I'm making the meat samosas. Sorry, I'm not the one making, it's my mother-in-law. I'm not really good, but I really don't know how to close samosas. So my mother-in-law is gonna be doing this. So first she's gonna make this glue for the samosas, plain flour and just water. She's gonna mix it to this, you see, this watery consistency. Then she's gonna cut this into 3 pieces. Here she's peeling the spring roll pastries, but instead of peeling one, she's peeling 2 pastries. So it's like one samosa will have like 2 pastries, so that if you fry it, it won't break easily. But if you use like one pastry, is so thin, so it's gonna break easily. That's why you're using 2 pastries each. So once she's done peeling it off, now she's gonna close the samosas and glue it with the plain flour and water mixture. Once she was done closing the samosas, so we put in the tray, then we put them in the freezer. Once they were frozen, we put them in the freezer bags.
We have different dreams in our life. We dream of getting rich, being famous, being scholars and so. We dream those ordinary dreams, forgetting that one day we'll leave this world. We will go with no dream, yeah.
So the last one is chicken spring rolls. So to make chicken spring rolls, I didn't make a lot of it. So this was half kilo chicken mince, half cup of hip chopped carrots, 3 tablespoons of chopped frozen mixed peppers, 1 medium onion chopped, half teaspoon of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of jeera powder, 1 teaspoon coriander powder, and quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon mint coriander paste, 1 tablespoon ginger garlic paste, and 1 teaspoon green chili paste. And here we have some coriander leaves chopped, and half lemon juice, and salt to taste. So to cook this, I'm adding chicken mince into a pan, then I'm adding the spices and the ginger garlic paste, lemon juice, chopped frozen peppers, and I'm gonna mix this.
Makes me realize that this world will never satisfy my heart, no matter how much I obtain. So my dream for Jannah grows day by day.
Now I'm adding the onions
to guide me all the way,
and the salt.
Get to his paradise, the home of my biggest dreams to see you.
Now I'm adding the carrots, and lastly I'm adding the coriander leaves. Now I'm gonna switch off the heat and let the chicken cool down, and once it's cooled down, I'm gonna make the spring roll.
And I wish to face the prophet.
This time, instead of peeling 2 pastries, I'm gonna be peeling only 1 pastry. So 1 spring roll, 1 pastry each.
We are just passing by, like a river from the mountain, and never can water turn back to the town. We dream the dream that can never save us from the we'll never take fire with you when you go. Your worth will never follow you, relatives won't save you, only your deeds will do you good or bad.
So once they're done, I'm gonna put in the freezer bag and freeze them. So guys, hope you enjoyed my video. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. See you next time, inshallah. Jazakallah. Bye bye.